What's going on, everybody? It's the girl ShyBabii, the MoonChild, and I flow with the divine waters of love and purpose. And today we about to talk about a topic that can be kind of a little touchy, but expectations and how those expectations can equal disappointment. Let's get it. Alright, y'all, what's going on? It is Monday. Last Monday, some things going on. I'm a mommy of 4, about to be 5. So, I'll be having little things going on. So, my apologies for not being able to upload a video. But today we're going to get it in. So, what I want to talk about is expectations. And we all have this view on life and everything that comes with the events in our life, whether it's with family, with friends, relationships, jobs, whatever. We all view certain things in a certain way, and those views comes with expectations. Now, it's okay sometimes to, expect certain things out of life because, we all have a plan. We all have something that we want to do. We all have, an idea of the way that we would like life to go. But a lot of the times, certain things happen that they're unexpected, or, our paths are shift. And I mean, that's just a way of life. It's the same when it comes to people, having expectations with people, expecting them to be a certain way, expecting them to view life or certain situations in a way that we would view it. It's gonna set us up for disappointment. And this is exactly why a lot of us are disappointed by our fellow humans all the time. Is because we paint this picture of what we feel somebody else should be, what we feel like how somebody else should act, how they should react, how they should communicate, and then when it doesn't happen that way, we're upset, we're mad, we're disappointed, we're hurt. And it's not to take away anything from anybody as far as their beliefs on how they feel values of a relationship or family should go, but we have to understand that there's always two sides, okay? And there's always multiple different ways to go about life, to look at different perceptions, it's always different ways to do things. And just because we feel that a certain way is the correct way does not mean another person will feel that way. And this is something that we have to understand, because if not, if we're dependent on our expectations of other people to make us happy, we're going to be disappointed every time. I was in a relationship, and where I know that my head was in the clouds and I was full of expectations, is because I expected this person to view the relationship the same way as me. I expected this person to have the same values, to have the same standards, to have just the same outlook, to communicate exactly how I communicate. You feel me? I was very demanding with that. And when he did not do that, it was like hurtful to me. Like, how could you not be what I expect you to be? And the one thing that he told me that kind of like woke me up, it was in the middle of an argument. And he just because you do something a certain way is not gonna mean I'm gonna do it that way, And I was like, you know what, you're right. Mad and all, pissed off in the middle of the argument, I had to stop and think about that. And was like, you know what, you're right. Because that is a fact. Just because you are a person that communicates does not mean the next person is that type of person. You know, you get with somebody and you expect for them to communicate with you 24/7 about everything, open up, express their feelings, don't hide nothing from you, when that person may not be able to do that, when that person may not prefer to do that, or that person has situations that they're still battling with to the point where they don't know how to do that, you know, they're not ready to do that. And you know, for you to expect for them to just be an open book off the rip because you're an open book, it's a setup for disappointment. You know, you have people in relationships, you know, they dealing with a lot of things when it comes to, you know, cheating and people not really wanting to settle down, being with people that's looking to settle down, you know, and wanting to build that family life. And, you know, the people that's looking to settle down may be expecting this other person who has no intentions to settle down. You know, and then it's hurtful, it's disappointing, because it's like, why can't you see this how I see it? Why can't you want to be with me and only me? Because I want to be with you and only you. I'm not out here doing this and doing that, but you're out here doing this and doing that. You're expecting this person to go about how you go about a relationship, when they look at a relationship as, well, I mean, we together, but you know, I'm not about to settle down. I want to go out and I want to do this. You know, and a lot of times we get upset, we fighting with this person, we trying to make them be there, we trying to, you know, make them be the person, trying to change them into the person we want them to be. We're expecting this of them because this is what we're giving. Disappointment. We setting ourselves up for disappointment because this person is not ready to settle down. You know, this person may not be in that mind frame or stage of life where they're ready to just be committed to one person. You feel me? And I feel personally, if this person is being open with you about it, you know, if this person is telling you this, then you can only respect it and take a look at if you want to deal with it or if you want to move on and find somebody that's kind of on the same frequency and wavelength as you. Because everybody has a right to feel how they feel. Everybody has a right to view things from their own perspective. And for us to expect someone else to view something from our perspective, it's just a setup for disappointment. It's a setup for friction, arguments, miscommunication. Because when you're expecting and not being aware that everyone has a different view, everyone has different standards, and that you cannot, what am I trying to say? You just can't expect somebody to live life and view it as you. You can't. You know, you may have a friend that, you know, they in some troubling time, and, you know, you decide to help. Now, in your mind, you know, you're doing it because, you know, this is my friend, I want to help, I know they're in a situation right now, I know that they would do it for me. I expect that they would do it for me. And then you turn around and you're in a situation and this friend, well, I can't even help you. Now you're hurt and you don't understand, because it's like, well, I helped you. You know, you looking at them like, I when you was down and out, I helped you. Of course, we all want what we give out to be in return to us. But what we have to understand is that a lot of people's agendas and a lot of people's the way they are isn't the same as the next person. So this friend may be looking at it, well, I can't really help you right now. You know, I appreciated your help, you know, but I can't do nothing. You feel me? And that's a situation I also learned from too. Like, you know, if you're gonna help somebody, help them and not expect anything in return. Because a lot of the times in a lot of situations they may not be able to help, or they may feel like, well shit, I'm down to my last, I ain't about to, you know, whatever, you know. Or it could be a situation where this person is just a user. You never knew this, but now you finding this out, and it's like, what the heck, you know. So sometimes when you're helping someone and you're, you know, deciding to be there for somebody in need, especially if they're not asking you to, then don't expect anything back. Don't expect the same in return, so that, you know, if it does come to that situation, it's just like, okay, I mean, I didn't expect for you to do this, or I didn't expect for them to return this back, you know. So it is what it is, you know. We expect for people to have the same views, you know, with religion. And, you know, this is something that I've went back and forth with people, and, you know, it's like they don't understand. You know, they like, well, we grew up this way, and this way is truth, and, you know, why doesn't everybody believe how we believe, and this is right, that is wrong, you know. You can't expect everybody to view life and to view certain religions or spiritualities as you, because everybody walks their own path. You know, if you expecting everybody you meet to have the same outlook on religion or spirituality, and then y'all end up having a conversation, and now you taking this conversation personally, that expectation that you set up for this person to have, now it's a disappointment. You feel me? You have to be aware that, you know, we are all living a different life. We're all on this same earth and planet, but by a different life, I mean our perception. The way you think, the way that you view life, the way that you view different things as life is your personal life. It's your path. It's your personal way and outlook of living. And it's not the same from the next person, okay? You know, you may look at life as beautiful, stars, sunshine, you know, the sun comes out after the rain, but somebody else may be viewing life as, man, this is just it. It's just so dull to me. It's just, you know, so you can't expect somebody to have the same viewpoints about life as you, and then take it personal and be upset about it, you know, because you don't understand it. You know, so many expectations, so many things that we have expectations on, and it's like we just hold on to that. We don't know how to just let go and be like, hey, it is what it is. You know, this person, it sees something different. You know, my family member, she's into something different. I don't understand it, but I'm not going to expect her to be on the same path as me, or to view something in the same way as I do, because she's a different person. I'm with this person, you know, they're constantly telling me that, you know, they don't know how to communicate, or they're telling me that, you know, they don't view this value the same way as I view this value. You know, instead of getting upset about it, taking it personal, understand and be aware that we all have different perceptions. We all have the right to have our different opinions, to feel different ways, and sticking expectations on people, and then we get hurt. It's not their fault. It's our fault. It's our fault because we feel that a person should think, sleep, breathe, react, communicate, view the same things in the same ways that we do. No two people are the same. So of course no two views will be the same. And you know, once I was able to find this out and really understand this, it helped me. It helped me let go of some pain, some hurt, some misunderstanding, because it's like you have a right to feel how you feel. And I have a right to decide if, okay, I'm going to deal with it, or am I going to decide to do something else to keep my mind, or to, you know, keep from me being emotionally hurt. You know, by not so much by them not living up to my expectations, but, you know, because they see things a little differently, you know, and that's not a way that I want to live. You know, we all have a choice. You know, everybody has the right to feel and live how they want, and then we also have a choice to deal with those things and those differences with other people. We can either deal with it or we can keep it pushing. You know, a lot of people get themselves stuck in these cages, and it's like this person just won't conform, or this situation won't conform to how I want it to be, but I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna try to do this shit. And that is where you are playing tug of war with something that you have no control over. And it's like it's doing more, it's breaking you down, it's digging you more into the sand. You're getting digged and pulled more into the sand than anything, you know? So expectations can definitely be setups for disappointment. And when you let go of these expectations, especially when it comes to other humans, when it comes to certain situations, I mean, you know, everybody, it's okay to expect a certain lifestyle and you work and you go get it. You know, or if you are expecting a certain way of somebody, you find that person that is as close as to your expectations as possible. Nobody is going to be 100% everything of what you want. No situation, no job, no car, no house. It's always going to be something. But as long as you can be like, okay, well, you know, weigh your options. For the majority, I can deal with this, I can deal with that. This is okay, that is okay. That's a little but you know, I can work it out. I can deal with it. I can accept it for what it is. You know, and you know, with that type of attitude, instead of just expecting, with that type of attitude, it makes you be a little more free. It helps you to, you know, live, you know, a lighter life and not feel like you always fighting and going against the grain, you know, because that's a very uncomfortable feeling. You're gonna always be disappointed. If you're always having expectations of people and situations and you're not open to know that this is not always gonna go how you want it, a person is not always gonna think how you want them, you're gonna have a hard time in life. You're always gonna be disappointed. So, I mean, that's just the real. A lot of people, you know, need that understanding. When I got that understanding, when it clicked for me, I was like, you know what? This is facts. I had to go back and reevaluate myself. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, and I just let it go. I stopped doing that, you know. I stopped having so many hard expectations for certain things, and I kind of just let it flow. If something ain't matching my frequency, or you know, if it's too far off of the way I want to live my life, the people, the energies that I want to be around, I'm gonna keep it moving. You know, I'm not going to have no negative emotions or anything towards it, because it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it moving, and I'm gonna go towards something that's more of my frequency and more on, you know, that vibration. But expectations, it can be a setup for disappointment, y'all. And that is what it is. That's where most of the problems come from. Expectations. You expecting situations and people to be, react, and see as you do. And that is a setup. So, I'm about to go ahead and end this video. I'm glad I was able to go ahead and get this down to do this. Again, every Monday, posting new videos. If y'all heard a little ruckus in the background, it's Memorial Day. You feel me? They up there kicking it. My kids, my mom, she outside DJing, doing her little thing, you know, in the neighborhood. So it's about to be lit today, and I hope you guys enjoy, you know, y'all weekend. I hope everybody's out there being safe, and we just about to get lit about these conversations, because I feel like it's certain things people need to have, you know. It's still a lot of things coming. I was about to tell some things that I don't want to get from my channel, but I'm gonna hold it back because a lot of things ain't set in stone yet. But I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, and like I said, I hope I can help you know, one person, two person, 100,000, 200,000. As long as I'm able to help somebody to get out of the situation that they feel they may be stuck in, take your power back, I'm grateful for that. Again, trust the process of everything, and see you next week.